Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southport in the Premier League and in the Champions League, which today's episode will be Red Bull Salzburg in the Champions League. I thought it was Red Bull Leipzig. It's Salzburg. It's a much easier team. I'd say much easier. It's not massively easier. It's just easier than Leipzig. Since the last episode, we have played 3 further matches, and we've done actually really well in those 3 matches. We started off with a Group G game against Red Bull Salzburg, a 2-0 victory here. Radinčević and Evrard with the goals. Then against Liverpool, we won 3-2 somehow. Damien Tilger, Edgar Rura and Wang with the goals for us. And then against Norwich, we battered them 3-0. Weston McKennie, Saulo and Aurelien Evrard with the goals. It means Premier Division. We are now 5th place in the table. We're looking good. We're looking alright. Picking up points against Liverpool was very, very helpful. We still need to kind of pick up points against the teams at the wrong end of the table. Your Fulhams. And as for the Champions League group, we are currently sat 3rd in the table. PSG and Atletico Madrid ahead of us, both on 6 points, because they have both beaten Red Bull Salzburg and us, I think, maybe? I'm not sure. Hold on. PSG lost to Atletico. We beat Atletico, we lost to PSG, and Red Bull Salzburg haven't beaten anybody. Red Bull Salzburg time then. Are they Red Bull Salzburg or have they changed their name? Or is that Leipzig who've changed their name and RB Salzburg is still Red Bull? I don't know, it doesn't matter. I'm going to call them Red Bull Salzburg because that's what image I have for their badge. So yes, we are up against them in the Champions League group stage. We need to really get a victory here, putting us on to 9 points and probably putting us into 2nd in the table. Might even put us top, depending on what happens between PSG and Atletico Madrid. The starting lineup then for the Red Bull Salzburg game will be Varro in goal, a back 4 of Granger, Monteiro, Hanford and Berchtold. Berchtold, I've told you, he's a right back now. We're playing him as a right back. Konate, Wang and Radinčević in the middle of the pitch with Tilger, Saulo and Rura as our strikers. I don't think Salzburg are particularly good, so I'm hoping we can just basically steamroll them. That'll be nice. I have recently, by the way, you've probably noticed, I've moved my camera a bit because it allows me to use the green screen a bit better. It's a work in progress. There's still some weird dark patches that are going on. We're already just 10 seconds into the game, and Rura has put the ball into the back of the net. It's 1-0 against Salzburg away from home. We're top of the group. Is Rura the next Erling Håland? I mean, he's scored now 7 or 8 goals for us since joining. It's not a ridiculous amount of goals, but it's a decent amount of goals. Atletico Madrid have gone 1-0 up against PSG, but because we've beaten Atletico, we are actually top of the table still. 25 minutes, or 23 minutes even on the clock. Radinčević to Konate. He's going to take his time. Long ball off to the right-hand side. Can't get over the defender. Tilger and Wang passing. Berchtold on the right-hand side. 3 in the middle. Crosses the ball in. Doesn't find a yellow shirt. Wang gets it back to Berchtold. Rura once again. And he's offside? Berchtold was offside. I mean, the ball's in. The ball's in the back of the net. But why are they showing this? It doesn't matter. Someone was offside. Corner for Salzburg now. They might find a way back into this game. A header clear from Konate. Finds Radinčević, the Romanian. He's going to run down the left-hand side. 3 yellow cards I've just seen as well. Saulo collects it in the penalty area. Not the best effort from Saulo. Straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. And now, Mick Hanford. Is it Mick? Or is it Mark? It's Mark Hanford, isn't it? Tilger crosses it in. Rura's there, hits the first man. It was a great block, actually. Tilger this time goes for goal himself. And he was offside. How was he offside? The ball came off of one of their players. It doesn't matter. Tilger has the ball. 30 minutes. Getting a lot of highlights all of a sudden just turning up. Berchtold on the ground. Can't find Tilger. Not the best pass from the German international. Hanford with it. Now Konate. Berchtold's making a run. Saulo's there at the back post. Can Saulo put the ball in? He still can't score. That should have been a goal. 10 minutes left of the first half. Salzburg with the ball inside their own half. Forward onto the left-hand side. Berchtold controls it though for us, and now we can possibly counter. Tilger, number 15, runs across through the centre circle. He's got Saulo in front of him, does use the Brazilian. He's going to run forward, goes for a long-range effort this time, and once again, straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. And we've got a free kick. Okay, it's a free kick. It is going to be Radinčević, the Romanian, to take it. Curling effort from Radinčević. He's hit the bar. The goalkeeper holds on to the effort. We are battering them, just can't seem to score. If we get out of this Champions League group with PSG and Atletico Madrid, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Saulo, you're getting angry because you are not doing too well, and now you're being subbed. Cool. Right, let's just try and fix the other ones. Saulo's going to come off. I'm pretty sure Cornioli's on the bench. Yes, he is. So Cornioli will just easily fill in on that left-hand side. Cornioli is getting good. He's getting good. He needs a lot more football. He's getting a decent amount of football as well, particularly when Saulo puts in performances like he's just done there. Monteiro gets it clear. Now Cornioli, the substitute, forward, finds Rura. Rura's got some runners. Cornioli is one of them. Plays it to the Swiss winger. He's going to run down the left-hand side. Number 10 dodges a tackle, keeps going into the area, plays it back for some reason to Aaron Granger. He's crossed it to Wang, and the Chinese international's header is in the hands of the goalkeeper, who looks really small. Does he look really small? I feel like he's a tiny goalkeeper. If that's the case, we should be probably trying some longer shots. Monteiro, lovely bit of control there. Under some pressure as well. Tilga through to Rura. Penalty spot? Penalty spot? He wasn't... What am I talking about? It's 2-0. Rura scored. And I said penalty spot because my brain is not working. Their goalkeeper's 6'2". I don't know why I thought he was small. Rura is definitely turning up in the Champions League. 2 goals against Salzburg in this game. I'm pretty sure he scored a couple of goals as well elsewhere. We're going to do Wang off because he's not having the best of games. And Liao? And then we'll just do that, I guess. Liao can play as a deep line playmaker. He's so versatile. He's really good. But I can't seem to fit him in my team. I keep replacing him with other players. But he's still only like 22, 23. So I don't want to get rid of him. Final 15 minutes. Let's give them a get creative. We're only 2-0 up. We should be about 4 or 5. We are battering them. 24 shots, 14 on target. Just 2 goals to show for it. Final 4 minutes of the game. Granger to Cornioli. He's going to go back. Javier Leal, the Guatemalan defensive midfielder. Monteiro, the Angolan. I love the fact that we've got so many... I would say obscure. They're not particularly obscure, but they're countries that don't necessarily produce world-class footballers. Monteiro and what's his name? Liao, that's his name, from Guatemala and Angola. Rura on a hat-trick in the Champions League, and Edgar Rura pats his bicep. It's 3-0 away from home in Austria. That is 3 more points in the bag. That is 9 points in our Champions League group. 9 points in the group stages. Notice I say 9 points as if like we're not going to get any more. We do have to play Atletico Madrid and PSG, but still, 9 points, decent result, a hat-trick for Rura. He's the next Erling Håland. I'm standing by. Also, his finishing's gone up by 1. Elsewhere, Atletico Madrid did beat PSG, which means we do sit top of our group. Atletico Madrid in second. Basically, we're on top on results against. That's what it is. Results against. It is very tight in our group. If PSG drop some more points, which I can't see them doing against Salzburg, but we might beat them. We won't beat them, but we could beat them. They might be going out. Oh, apparently Zlot Kiss was playing. Was he playing? Did he actually play? Can we even find out? I mean, it just says that he suffers defeat against former club. I don't know whether he did actually play, but sure. £2.32 million as well for winning that game. How was Adrian Valkovic doing? The episodely update for Adrian Valkovic. He's playing. He scored a goal. He's got 22 appearances, 4 assists, a couple of man of match awards as well. He's not really improving. Well, next up then, I guess PSG? Do we do PSG? If we win that game, we're going to qualify. We're going to do PSG, you know. I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. We have played a couple more matches in between the episodes, and we've won both of them, but we were playing kind of low down Premier Division sides. I've also been playing around with the green screen and the camera in between episodes as well. So yeah, I noticed I was extremely bright. The t-shirt was very, very red, so I've hopefully fixed that a little bit more now. So we started off with a 1-0 victory against Brighton. Edgar Rura on the score sheet, and then against West Brom, a 2-1 victory here. Edgar Rura on the score sheet. Also, Rura is a very difficult name to say. I might just call him Edgar from now on. So even though this episode is actually more about the Champions League, the Premier League is going very, very well. We found ourselves back into the top 4. We are actually sat 3rd place in the table, joint with 2nd place Spurs. We are a fair distance away, 7 points behind Manchester City, but there's a lot of football still to play. We're only 13 games in. I think this season's going to be a good one. Right then, let's try, and try is the key word here, try and qualify for the first knockout round of the Champions League against PSG. They've already beaten us once already this season. I can't remember what the score was. It was 3-1, that's correct, because we scored the opener, didn't we? And then we kind of crumbled in the second half. Hopefully we don't balls it up this time. We've been forced into just one change for this match against PSG. It is basically Fitness. Fitness is the problem here. Weston McKennie has come in for Radinčević, who's just not fit. So it's going to be Varro in goal. Granger, Mendes, Hanford and Berchtold as the back four. McKennie, Konate and Wang in the middle. Tilga, Saulo and Rura as our front three. We are going to hopefully just do what we did last time we played them and not defend like children. That's the plan. And that was a reasonable save team talk there. Their goalkeeper's wearing the same as their outfield players. I feel like they're cheating already. Just making sure I get my excuses in the bag. What would be nice, actually, if Salzburg can do one over Atletico Madrid. Because if they can do that, that puts a big old spanner in the works for them as well. It's taken 25 minutes and we finally got the first highlight of the game. It's starting with PSG with the ball at the back. Villar with the ball all the way back to their goalkeeper, who just about manages to not let that ball cross the line. And now we're seeing some VAR. That's the whole highlight, isn't it? Yep, that was not a highlight. This might be, however, Varro to Hanford. He's going to run with the ball. Right-hand side, he has a player. It is Berchtold, the most expensive or second most expensive. I still don't know. One of our most expensive signings ever. Konate, left-hand side, finds Saulo. I'm hoping for a good performance from Saulo today. And he has started off wonderfully well. 29 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. 1-0 up against PSG in the Champions League. If it stays this way, we are going through to the first knockout round. And I guess even bigger, PSG are dropping into the Europa League if it stays this way. Atletico Madrid have taken the lead against Salzburg, which means when we play them, if everything stays this way, the final game of the group will basically decide who goes top and who finishes second. I'd be surprised if we didn't finish top if we beat PSG. Right, I've done no changes at half time, which might be a problem because this is exactly the same situation we had before. We are 10 minutes in. I'm going to do changes. Everard's coming on. Tilga's also going to come off. Cornioli, we're going to do that. Move you over to the other side. Wang's going to come off as well. No, is he coming off? Have we got Liao on the bench? We do. There we go. Right. That's what we're going to do. I've done all of my subs. This is a big, big risk. Hopefully this pays off, actually. It's Berchtold to Granger, who's picked up a yellow card. He's been tackled. Please get the ball back, Granger. He does. Konate and Aaron Granger passing across forward to Weston McKennie. He's got a runner on the right. Liao's got loads and loads of space if somebody wants to use him. Cornioli now has the ball. In towards Saulo. Everard facing away from goal. Konate, lots and lots of options behind him. Hanford. Right-hand side is the Guatemalan Liao. He's tried the one cross. Is he going to try a second one? Is he going to try a third one? He doesn't. Saulo crosses it in this time. Instead tries to get Cornioli. Granger has the ball edge of the area. And the Englishman's effort whistles past the post, still 1-0, but we are keeping PSG quiet. We've got 20 minutes left. We have 20 minutes left. I'm going to give them a get creative. We've had 2 shots on target. It's not been a game for the best shots, put it that way. We've had a lot of shots, but none of them have actually been on target. It's fairly quiet and uneventful, and I am happy for a fairly quiet and uneventful 1-0 victory against PSG if it stays this way. Konate with the corner. Is it going to be 2? It's fallen to Saulo into the hands of Pimentel. And is this going to be a bit more of a highlight? Pimentel with the ball in his hands. We're into injury time. A goal here would kind of be a bit of a kick in the teeth. And Valenti controls it, gets past Berchtold across Valenti. It's not Valenti, it's Jonathan bloody David. It's 1-1 in the 91st minute of 93. They've deserved nothing out of this game. Absolutely nothing. And they're going to walk away with a point. And annoyingly, because it stayed that way, we can still technically finish third. If PSG beats Salzburg and we lose against Atletico Madrid, PSG will go ahead of us because they've beaten us. That's how it's going to work. What's annoying that Jonathan David scored is I was looking at signing Jonathan David. It was between him and Rura. And I went for Rura. David. How very dare you? He's very good though, isn't he? That's literally his first goal for PSG. He's never scored. He's played 11 times. He's actually played more than 11 times. Played 14 times in all competitions. Never scored a goal for them. Until now. One day, I'm going to learn to shut up shop. I never do it. I very rarely do it anyway. That was the prime opportunity. About 70 minutes in, we should have just gone, you know what, let's just all drop back, let's defend, let's just hold on to this. No, I wanted to get a second goal, didn't I? And then we get caught on the counter-attack. So looking at Group G then, it's a very complicated scenario where Atletico Madrid have qualified, despite the fact that they're second. We haven't qualified, despite the fact that we are top of the group. and it's because of what I've explained earlier. So we have to play Atletico Madrid next. A draw will do it. A draw will do it. It will be fine. We've already beaten them once. I think that was at home. It was at home. We beat them once. Damien Tilger with the goal. We have to go to Madrid and hope that we can just not lose. That's the objective. Also, it would be lovely if Salzburg, could actually win a game. Or maybe they can draw as well. That would be good. Which means then, I guess, next episode is going to kick off with the Atletico Madrid game. I was hoping not to do too much of the Champions League group stages. We've done pretty much every game bar 2, I think. So yeah, it's going to be Atletico Madrid to start things off. And then we'll probably have West Ham because it's the one just before the January transfer window opens. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Southport. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back next time with more Football Manager. And hopefully we can get our way through to the Champions League knockout round at the first time of asking, are we going to get to another European final and then lose on penalties against Spurs? Let's hope not.